When someone is meant for you, you will feel it deeply. And that sensation is not just a fleeting emotion. There is something within you that whispers to your deepest essence. That space we often ignore. Carl Jung, one of the most influential psychologists of all time, spoke of an aspect in our psyche that guides us toward what we truly need in life. If you've ever felt inexplicably drawn to certain people, it's no coincidence. It's the power of what Jung described as the soul's connection to destiny. The conscious mind can think and reason, but the unconscious holds the deepest secrets of who we are. In fact, Jung argued that the most significant decisions we make in life don't arise from rational knowledge, but from a deeper space, one filled with symbols and emotions we may not fully understand, but that guide us nonetheless. It's the part of us that naturally responds when we encounter someone or something aligned with our most authentic self. Before we continue, I'd like to mention that my book is now available. It's filled with advice and techniques to help you overcome emotional blocks and love yourself more. Find the link in the description and the pinned comment. Let's continue. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt as though you've been waiting for them your entire life? It's not just a casual encounter. It's a moment of synchronicity, something Jung defined as the interconnection between the universe and your unconscious. Synchronicity isn't random or coincidental. It's the universe responding to your internal vibration, showing you what you truly need to grow, expand your life, and connect with what's genuinely meaningful. However, you might not always recognize this connection immediately. In fact, meeting someone destined for you often comes with challenges and moments of confusion. Jung said, we must sometimes confront our shadows, the parts of ourselves we'd rather not see, before we can truly connect with what we seek. These shadows aren't external demons, but repressed parts of our psyche that manifest in ways we don't fully comprehend. Interestingly, when someone is meant for you, that connection will inevitably lead you to face those shadows. It will make you question what you thought you knew about yourself, your limits, expectations, and what you truly need in a relationship. In this way, that person who seems destined for you doesn't just teach you about love or connection, but also about self-understanding and self-awareness. Through that relationship, your unconscious invites you to examine parts of yourself you may have long ignored. The sensation you experience when something is meant for you isn't based on momentary happiness alone. It's deeper, a feeling of wholeness, of alignment with your true self. When someone or something is meant for you, you feel no need to force yourself to fit in. You simply are, and that's enough. You aren't pressured to change or adapt to others' expectations because that relationship or situation allows you to be who you truly are. Here, a key Jungian concept comes into play: individuation. Though I haven't mentioned this term before, it refers to the process of becoming who you truly are, shedding the masks and false identities we often wear to fit into the world. Relationships meant for you don't demand you to be someone you're not. They allow you to discover your most authentic self. Through that connection, you find yourself. What Jung wanted to convey is that life isn't about fitting into a mold, but discovering who you are at your core and living from that truth. When someone destined to enter your life arrives, things might not be perfect from the start. In fact, you may face challenges, conflicts, or misunderstandings. But these challenges aren't signs that something is wrong. They're opportunities to grow and discover more about yourself and what you truly need. Jung believed personal growth is never easy or immediate. Instead of fleeing from conflicts or difficulties, view them as chances to integrate parts of yourself you don't yet fully understand. Perhaps you've been drawn to someone who initially seemed like everything you'd ever wanted, only to later encounter difficulties or situations you couldn't comprehend. You might have wondered if there was something wrong with the relationship or with yourself. But Jung reminds us that these struggles aren't signs the relationship isn't for you. They're invitations to delve deeper into yourself. Authentic relationships aren't built without challenges. Moments of conflict help you uncover what truly strengthens, fulfills, and liberates you. Love, in its deepest sense, isn't about perfection, but authenticity. And it's this authenticity that creates a true connection between two people. When someone is meant for you, it's not just about sharing happy moments, but growing together, healing together, and facing the shadows within. It's this process of growth and transformation that makes a relationship truly meaningful. In summary, when someone is meant for you, you don't just feel it deeply. That sensation comes with an invitation to self-discovery. That person doesn't just connect you with your emotional needs, but also challenges you to become the best version of yourself. They don't demand you to be someone you're not. On the contrary, that connection lets you be more you than ever. And that's where you find a relationship that can truly transform your life. What Jung taught us is that true love isn't something we seek externally, but something we discover within ourselves. When we align with our true essence, the universe brings us people who help us grow, heal, and transform. The signs are there, waiting to be heard. When you listen to those signs and allow yourself to feel that deep connection, you'll know that person is meant to be part of your journey towards self-awareness and authenticity. What truly happens when someone is meant for you is that you begin to feel profound clarity, as if your entire life has been preparing you for that moment. Contact with that person isn't ordinary. It's like remembering something you already knew, something that's always been within you. That sensation isn't an illusion. It's the reflection of a connection beyond the conscious mind, one your unconscious has prepared for you. Jung emphasized listening to the unconscious. When someone meant for you appears, the signs are clear. Even a simple conversation can become a bridge to deeper self-understanding, taking you beyond the superficial. Suddenly you realize everything you've lived through, the hard lessons, failed relationships, and mistakes, has been a step toward this moment of authentic connection. But this process isn't as simple as finding someone and living happily ever after. Jung noted that meeting someone destined for you confronts you with a mirror, one reflecting both what you love about yourself and what you haven't yet integrated. This can be uncomfortable or even painful at first, as shadows hidden in your psyche emerge. But instead of fleeing, Jung encourages us to face and integrate them, for only then can we live a complete life aligned with our true nature. This shadow work isn't limited to that one relationship. It's also an opportunity to reevaluate other relationships in your life, those that have limited, held you back, or made you feel less than you are. Often, people who seem destined for us don't align with our essence, not because they're bad, but because they're not in tune with what we need for growth. The unconscious, as Jung saw it, speaks through our feelings and reactions. So when someone is truly meant for you, you don't just feel it. That connection makes you question assumptions. If you're overwhelmed by intense emotions or discomfort, it's a sign your unconscious is inviting you to look closer. Jung said the unconscious isn't afraid to expose us to darkness. It wants us to confront hidden parts of ourselves to find light. When facing a profound connection, vulnerability is common. Jung saw vulnerability as essential to growth. It allows honesty with ourselves and others, fostering deeper, richer relationships. This is why people meant for us make us feel alive. They challenge us, push us out of our comfort zones, and help us rediscover parts of ourselves we thought were lost. It's not about finding perfection. It's about finding someone who lets you be your full self, without fear or barriers. When this happens, two people don't just love each other. They support each other's journey toward authenticity. It's a dance where each discovers their purpose through the relationship. Throughout life, you'll meet people who make you question and grow, and others who drain you or make you forget who you are. Jung stressed the importance of a healthy relationship with oneself. If you don't know who you truly are, it's hard to recognize what's good for you. But when you're aligned with your inner self, you sense more clearly what's meant for you. Self-awareness is crucial, and a destined relationship acts as a catalyst. It helps you rediscover what you truly want, need, and what makes you happy. Such relationships don't promise eternal happiness or absence of conflict. They teach you to live authentically, embracing both shadows and light. Jung showed that life is a process of constant transformation. Meeting someone meant for you isn't an end, but the beginning of a deeper journey towards self-awareness. Through this journey, we discover what connects us to our essence and allows us to be authentic. If you're currently confused, perhaps in a relationship you don't fully understand or searching for something, look inward. Listen to that inner voice. As Jung taught, the unconscious speaks through feelings, intuitions, and the people we meet. When that destined person appears, embrace them fearlessly, trusting you're on the right path. This journey to your true self is filled with lessons, challenges, and moments of profound connection. If you ever feel someone or something is meant for you, don't fear following that feeling. When you follow your truth, the universe responds and life's pieces fall into place astonishingly. Meeting someone destined for you may awaken something inside, a sensation so powerful it feels like your entire life has led to this connection. Yet authentic connection is never linear. It's a winding path of discovery, confusion, doubt, and even pain. But Jung taught that healing and growth emerge through these difficulties. People meant for you aren't perfect, and relationships with them aren't without challenges. They're the ones that push us to be authentic and confront our shadows. Jung said relationships, both healthy and challenging, reflect our inner psyche. It's no accident that insecurities, fears, and unresolved dreams surface in certain relationships. A destined person activates something within you, exposing hidden aspects. This might manifest as intense emotions or confronting avoided traits. But these moments, if faced, reveal your true self beyond expectations and limitations. What we often miss is that these interactions aren't just about loving another. They're about learning to love yourself. Destined people reflect unintegrated parts of your life. They're mirrors, sometimes painfully showing what needs healing. This is Jung's shadow encounter, not to reject shadows, but to accept them as part of our wholeness. The shadow isn't external, it's a denied part of you, controlling your life unconsciously. Through this process, the goal isn't just finding the right person, but becoming the right person for yourself. Relationships shouldn't feel burdensome or like battlegrounds. When someone is meant for you, the relationship is a space to be yourself. No pretenses, no masks, free to explore your depths. As Jung taught, living authentically isn't about perfection, but fidelity to who you are, even if it means letting go of what no longer serves you. In releasing what doesn't belong, you realize love isn't found externally, it's cultivated within. Relationships with destined people should nurture you, reflecting self-love, not lack. True love isn't about filling voids, but sharing your completeness. Through connection, you experience authenticity and growth. The deepest relationships let you evolve without changing who you are. Love becomes a journey of mutual exploration. When someone is meant for you, the path isn't rigid or predictable. It adapts to both partners' needs, transforming over time. Truly meaningful relationships aren't just about happiness. They're about growing, learning, and evolving as individuals. Love becomes a tool for transformation, connecting you to a more authentic self you may have forgotten. Remember, true connection arrives not when we consciously seek it, but when we're ready, aligned with our essence, having integrated our light and shadow. Jung stressed, integrating all aspects of ourselves, even the unlikable ones. As we do, our energy shifts, attracting the right people. The universe, or Jung's collective unconscious, responds to our inner energy. When aligned, our relationships align too. Destined people don't magically solve all problems or fill voids. Instead, they guide us toward what we need to heal and grow. True connection isn't about finding someone to complete you, but sharing your entirety without fear. Lastly, the journey to meeting. Someone meant for you isn't easy. There will be doubt and uncertainty, but these are part of transformation. The power of a relationship lies in both partners' commitment to grow, learn through challenges, and persevere. Authentic love isn't just felt. It's lived, built, and experienced. That's the magic Jung invites us to discover. True love transforms us into more than we ever imagined. In conclusion, when someone is meant for you, it's not just an external connection, it's a deep, internal experience. It's a call to reconnect with your essence, embrace all you are, and live from that truth. The path isn't easy, but it's the only way to an authentic, fulfilling life. As you walk it, you'll realize you're not just finding that destined person, you're finding yourself. In meeting your deepest self, you discover the peace, authenticity, and purpose you've sought. True connections, those meant for you, let you grow alongside another while flourishing as an individual. This journey isn't easy, but it's the path to true transformation and a meaningful life. Through these experiences, you understand love isn't just a feeling, it's self-awareness, healing, and expansion. It's life's gift to recognize yourself without fear or barriers. I invite you to reflect. What parts of yourself have you denied? What relationships no longer serve you? What could you gain by living authentically and letting the universe guide you? It's time to take that step. Open yourself to new experiences and trust that when aligned with your truth, the right people will arrive at the perfect moment. If this message resonated, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you ready to begin this journey toward authenticity? Leave a comment below and share how these words made you feel. Together we can spread this knowledge and help others find their truth and purpose. If you believe this content can inspire others, please share it. Help me reach more people and build a community where self-awareness and self-love transform lives. If you haven't subscribed yet, do so now and hit the bell to never miss future videos. Every interaction, share, or comment helps spread this message to those who need it. Thank you for being part of this community. Remember, change begins with you.